If you've ever opened CapCut and felt overwhelmed by dozens of transitions, here's some good news. You don't need to learn them all. In this video, I'll show you the 4 free transitions I think every beginner should know. They're clean, professional, and can handle almost any editing project. Hello again, my name is Jay, and at the time of recording this video, these transitions are considered free in CapCut, but they do change things around from time to time. So let's go ahead and jump in with number 1. Okay, the first transition that I want to talk about is the dissolve transition, probably the most commonly used one. So let's go ahead and see what these two clips I put together look like without that transition. We'll go to our transitions, and I'm already there, and that one is simply named Mix. It's free. I'll grab it and then drop it down here in between those two clips, and let's see what that did. Yeah, much nicer transition. These kinds of transitions are good for tutorials, talking head videos, or vacation videos. I'd say a beginner tip though is to try to keep those transitions between 0.2 to zero point 0.5 seconds long so that they're there, but they're not seen there. They're kind of invisible, and that's the whole point of it. All right, on to transition number 2. Let's take a look at these two clips without the slide transition. Let's find the slide transition. And there are a lot of them, but we'll do a basic one. Okay, I found the one I want to use right here. We'll go ahead and apply that. And let's take a look again. Nice. You can see that effect really moved from the scene of the water to me playing with the Rubik's Cube in a way that definitely feels like it's shifting gears and like a chapter change or whatnot. As I'm new myself learning video editing, I like to use the slide to move from one topic to another, much like when I'm doing a transition from an intro to my video to an illustration, as I'll do now. So here is transition number 3. In my next example, we're going to talk about doing a camera zoom, and I used my little Charlie Brown apple tree for example. So here's my two clips. And I'm just clipping from one apple to the next. So let's go ahead and add the camera zoom to that. So I'll go and find again the transition, and then we'll drag it down. Let's play that again. So it's a pretty cool effect, but I like it to point out something that's quite disturbing for me. I was told this was a golden delicious when I planted it, but does that look pretty gold to you? I'm unhappy with that by revealing it with that zoom, so yeah. The camera zoom can be used for intros, reveals, product shots, gaming, other YouTube edits. Um, Pretty effective. So let's move on to my fourth example. And for the fourth transition I want to cover is the pull in, pull out transition. This one is subtle. It feels like the camera naturally moves into the next clip. It's great for kind of a cinematic edit, storytelling, or travel or movement, I think. So here's my example, just using kind of a title versus a movement of going down a road here. We add the clip of the pull in, pull out. And let's check that out again. This transition is subtle. It feels like the camera naturally moves into the next clip. It's great for cinematic edits, storytelling, travel, B-roll, interviews, showing a before and after. As I continue to work on my editing skills, I like this transition because it's a little bit more interesting than your typical dissolve without being distracting. If you're just getting started with CapCut, master these 4 transitions first. They'll cover almost every type of video you'll create, and your edits will already look cleaner and more professional. And if you found this helpful, consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing for more beginner-friendly CapCut tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.